Welcome to the Path of Least Resistance. My name is Darius, and I just did my taxes, so I'm angry. Today we're going to be going over challenges 11 through 20 of the March 2025 monthly challenges. And to start, well actually before we get into that, I just want to point out, if you're listening to this introduction, Challenge 15 is hard. Challenge 15 has two modifiers, which are only the strong round end kill all units except each player's strongest, and flash of steel round start stun the player's strongest unit. So you'll only have your one unit and it'll be stunned, so you need to play more units or use spells in order to win. I still have Annie here, so I think that's gonna work, but I might switch out Luden's Tempest for Guardian Angel instead, get a little more value from that. Okay, now back to it. Challenge number 11. We have Dutiful Service. Each round the player's first Demacia card costs one less. Arms Race. Game start. All players summon two Funsmiths. Welcome to the crew. Round start. Give the player's strongest unit vulnerable this round. And strike the set. When the foe attacks, stun the player's weakest unit. For this we're using Annie, Double Dreadway Chase Gun, and Luden's Tempest. Another thing is, in my written descriptions, if I was worried about anything, I will always put in information on what I was worried about or challenges that gave me particular problems. So things that I may not have said in the overview video will be in there if I find that anything is particularly difficult. And then we go into Irelia, whose power is Infinite Blade Waltz. When the foe blade dances, they grant their strongest unit +1/+1, and it attacks with the blades. With the double Funsmiths, I think we probably just win the game when we play Annie. So, the ideal scenario is that we draw Annie here. And we got two, which is even better. We could, if we wanted, stun this Green Glade duo. Probably be for the best if we did that. And we still can play Annie. Each of these will do 6 damage. And so they're left with just 11 hit points there. If we drop the Mana Soul Student, unfortunately got Annie stunned. We were trying to get her killed. And block here if we want. We don't have to though. We'll just take it, it's fine. Mana Soul Student lets us play spells for damage, so the next spell we play will win the game.
Stand by me. They won't hurt you. If they hurt you, I'd never forgive myself.
Challenge number 12 is Yasuo and Misfortune. For this we're going to be using Darius, Stalker's Blade, Double Scourge's Stash. This just lets us get Darius on the board. Special rules are Fortifying Frost, which is for all your discount, and Snippets of Song round start. If the foe doesn't have the attack token, summon a Ghastly Band, so they're going to have a blocker. And also the Yasuo is going to be able to stun us, so that might slow us down a little bit, but I think overall this should still be fine. Might just take us an extra round. And for a pickup, I'm going to take Vladimir here. It's the longest I've ever thought about a support champion. I'll get a little more power on our Crimson Disciple, and Quick Strike on Iron Ballista is actually fine with me too. We got into Yasuo, whose power is Gathering Storm. When the foe's units attack, stun the player's weakest unit. And the foe draws one. So since we did pick up Radiant Plate Armor on the Crimson Disciple, we weren't able to play that on round 1. That's fine. I'm gonna play Iron Ballista here because we have the Quick Strike Blade. Then we can drop Crimson Disciple. Hopefully we don't get stunned or recalled. Could drop Vlad, but I don't think that does anything for us. This guy has Quick Strike Blade, so I think they're basically forced to block there, and they do stun us, so that didn't exactly help. Gonna play Death's Hand here as a passing move.
Only I can quell the wind.
Vladimir will have Scout, but I don't think he can actually survive the Yone, so I don't think we can play him yet.
Remember your lessons?
Teach me.
What I actually should have done was play this Thorn of the Rose
Oh, I can't
with
wait.
Guile,
Delicious.
but this should be fine anyway.
Oh,
My voice is super messed up right now. This kind of makes Darius free, but if we don't plunder, then it doesn't. That seems like a bad plan. And take elusive, should be fine. We get a second champion item chest here anyway. And we'll take Black Cleaver. We'll probably never play Darius, but you know, that's what we want on him anyway. And we go into Misfortune. His power is boarding party. When the foe's units attack, deal 1 to the player's battling units and the player's nexus.
I deal in coins and carnage.
I think I'm happy to just Death's Hand here. Maybe I should have saved it for next round, then I could have actually played Darius. That probably would have been smart. Play the Crimson Disciple.
I love
And we'll just kill Misfortune. Why not? Here we'll drop Iron Ballista. We're gonna get attacked here, it's fine. Here we can attack. Challenge 13 is Azir. Powers are Power of Observation. Game start, all players summon a Hex Tech Observatory and suffer a round start. Deal 1 to all the players' damage units. For this we are using Annie, Double Dreadway Chase Gun, and Luden's Tempest. We can take Morgana. This gives us an extra stun. Yasuo would actually also give us an extra stun. Morgana's a little cheaper. And we're almost never going to take anything from a spell's chest. Obviously none of those are good. Deathless on Annie is though. We can go into Azir, whose power is the Emperor's Army. The foe's sand soldiers everywhere have +2/+0. We do have the ability to kill our own Annie, although Suffer killed it for us, which is fine. This will do 5 or 4, which is not quite enough. I'll just wait to see what happens. As you can see, we've taken considerable damage here already. Azir is kind of difficult, and that's why we make sure to use something that can stun here.
Let them remember my name in glory.
Your legend will never be forgotten.
And when we get second Annie down, we have more than enough damage to finish off that Nexus. Challenge 14 is Gangplank. Special rules are Savage Mysticism. Round start, each player gets a mana gem. And Pilfered Provisions, which just has a lot of words that don't matter. Using Darius again, Stalker's Blade, Double Scourge's Stash. We have a lot of mana here, so we could do basically anything we want. I think I'm going to take Garen. That's kind of fun. Just get a free champion. Take Shadow Totem on Garen. If we take it on Darius, then the Stalker's Blade will just strike and we won't get to attack with it. Then we go into Gangplank, whose power is the Saltwater Scourge. Round start, the foe summons a Powder Keg. First time the foe starts the round with less than 20 health, summon the Dreadwave. So it's good to remember that the Dreadwave is a thing. I often forget. So our goal here is going to be, next round we play Death's Hand into Darius. I think we can play card anyway though. Often you do want to kill the Powder Kegs because they can do a lot of damage with Make It Rain. So if you keep the Powder Kegs down, then you have a better time. We're just going to open attack here. We get a rally back anyway for attacking with 15 power. And then it lets us see what the enemy does. I'll respond with double Garen. And this should be completely fine. Challenge 15 is Lulu and Azir. Special rules are only the strong, round end, kill all units except each player's strongest, and Flash of Steel, round start, stun the player's strongest unit. Like I said, this has been giving people trouble. Here we're going to make a change. We're going to change Luden's Tempest over to Guardian Angel. Since Annie is probably going to die anyway, being usually the weakest unit, Guardian Angel will proc and give us 4 more warning shots, which is a lot of damage. And if we consistently get her killed, then that'll be good. You have Echoing Spirit, you might want to consider that as well, just to put more in play. Let me roll here, I want something a little bit better. Take LeBlanc. Things like Shadow Totem could be good. I don't think I want Excavators, but Deathless on Mana Soul is good. And honestly, we may as well take it because we're out of rerolls. So, get on to Lulu, whose power is Adorbis. Round start, Squirrel, the player's strongest follower. So here we can drop LeBlanc, and we can drop Annie. This gives us 4 warning shots, which is 12 damage. And Annie still is not the strongest. Should she become the strongest, she won't die, and then we'll lose our LeBlanc instead. That'll be terrible. Want to avoid that. And now that she dies at the round start, we do get to play more warning shots. If we drop Mana Soul Student will die. But it will come back deathless. However, I don't think that solves our major problem here, which is that we wouldn't get to use his ability for 1 round, and we do want to do that. So we'll drop Mana Soul here, and then we will attack with Death's Hand, finishing off the Nexus. As you can see, that LeBlanc did absolutely nothing after the first round because it was permanently stunned. So that's what your trying to avoid in this adventure. I love Shadow Totem Annie. That's my favorite, so we're taking that. Let's go healer and remove, I think, the prefect. And go into Azir, whose power is the Emperor's army. The foe's sand soldiers everywhere have +2/+0. One thing with Shadow Totem on Annie, though, is you can end up in a scenario where you just have too many cards in your hand. So we're going to want to remove some cards before we play her, because she'll create 8 warning shots, which is obviously too many. Goal is going to be play her probably next round. Yeah, I think that'll be fun. Drop our Medical Student here. He's gonna die anyway, so we can block with him. Then I think we want to stun. That'll just get a card out of our hand. If we play Annie, we're still gonna overfill, but that gives us one more. You know, it's actually kind of funny is this mirror image. We just press that button here and get another Annie. If we had Luden's Tempest here, that would be doing major work. Also, when these Annies die, Guardian Angel will give us more. And in doing that, we didn't have to worry about the fact that our one unit could never do anything. Guardian Angel is good. You could also probably use like double Guardian Angel Teemo. Then you just have a bunch of Teemos, which is also very good. Challenge 16 is Darius. We have animated armor, all units have formidable, and musical duet. When the foe attacks, they summon an exact attacking ephemeral copy of their weakest unit with reverse stats. That could be bad, because Darius has a lot of power, so reversing the stats will give him a lot of health, and that lot of health will do a lot of damage because of formidable. For this we're using Taliyah, Scourge's Stash, Stalker's Blade, Crown Guard Inheritance. Double Stalkers might be better, but I don't know, this is what I'm going with. I don't foresee having a problem, but I don't know that this was the best call. And take Karma for Concussive Palm. Hey, this is interesting. I'm gonna take it. And then I think we want cost reduction, ideally. I don't think we have 3 mana to start, so I can't take that. Double Time Watch will do it though. Then we go into Darius, whose power is Hemorrhage. Round end, deal 1 to the player's Nexus for each unit the foe has. I think this could be kind of dangerous. Musical Duet is kind of mean. Why is Concussive bleeding? Okay, right. Mage Seeker's Clearance, forgot about that. One of my problems is I immediately forget about anything that happened 1 second ago, so... Since this spell goes away anyway, we may as well cast it. This will also give us a Dragon Loom. I think I want to just attack here. So obviously this isn't winning, but that does let us use Taliyah to duplicate the Hibernating Rock Bear. Need to summon one more landmark, but I don't have one, so... And we win. If that didn't win, I don't know. We found a way to play one more landmark, we would have been fine. Because we would have gotten the rally at any point, so. And then another attack would have been good. I know that Taliyah was the right call there, but I mean, obviously, as you saw, it didn't really matter. I don't think it's necessarily the best choice, though. Challenge 17, we're doing the same thing. Special rules are Nautical Nuisance. Round start, refill all players' spell mana, and withstand. Round start, grant the foe's unit +0/+1. Same setup. Stalkers, Crown Guard, Scourge's Stash. I think I'm gonna take Galio here. I don't know why. Just feels right. And again, we're looking for cost reduction, and we find it. We can go into Tahm Kench, whose power is Big Feast. When the foe summons a unit, grant it +0/+3. Keep Galio in hand. That'll give us a higher chance of drawing Taliyah. I think we're going to play Unraveled Earth here. That'll give us some landmarks. I think we hold this for now.
A little luck for those who need
Pablo's been down! And his knee out! Where are you off to? A win streak!
The ideal scenario was that we had room to play Taliyah, but I guess that's just not a thing that's going to happen. Kill Tahm Kench here. Copy it, but obviously the copy won't work. But we do get the rally from Crown Guard. Challenge 18 is Lee Sin and Darius. Special rules are Animated Armor, giving all units Formidable, and Hard Fought Heist. Round start, the foe has a 50% chance to create a lucky find in hand. Player has a 25% chance. We're using Taliyah again, same build. Scourges, Stalkers, Crown Guard. So part of why I picked Taliyah is I think Taliyah is fine into Formidable, because her units tend to be equal sized, so that's part of why I'm playing it. On top of that, just having the they're just looking for filler for a lot of these, and she's a perfectly good filler because she is very strong. Double attack's interesting, but I think if you transform into an exact copy, you probably lose the double attack. So I don't think that would be very good. Take cost reduction here. That's all we can afford. We go into Lee Sin, whose power is always listening. When the foe attacks, they create 2 fleeting resonating strikes in hand, or I think resonating strikes are just fleeting, and they cost 0. So we did not draw our champion, which, you know, draw your champions. It's my best advice on how to be good at this game. I use Spell Shield so we can dodge a potential stun later. And obviously we haven't done much this round, but next round should be pretty good. We do pass there. Actually, it wouldn't have mattered because Resonating Strike gives plus attack, and they have Formidable, so it actually wouldn't have changed anything. And we predict Taliyah, which is great for us. So this next round's gonna be nuts. Though I still kinda wanna pass. Imagine possibilities. Advancing landmarks 1. Take another imagine possibilities. Drop Taliyah.
Conflict is all in the mind.
The only thing we're worried about is the stun, which could happen.
Our enemies cannot hide.
I won't stand by.
You are brave, young one.
So we only need to play one more landmark. We can use Imagine Possibilities to create one. Just need to get rid of a unit. We could wait for the attack first here.
Enter your as the dragon will.
Surprised he's already at 8 spells.
They are my people, and I am theirs. This way, the Nimble.
Yeah.
What a great day!
Oh, there's still one more I have to do. Champion item chest. I think we get Overwhelm, so we don't need that. Minus more cost is always good. Although I probably could have rerolled harder there. We go into Darius, whose power is Hemorrhage. Round and the foe deals 1 damage to the player's nexus for each unit they have. Something like that. I don't think, well, passing might dodge a stun, but I should have actually copied the lower one. Not sure why I didn't. That doesn't make any sense at all.
Relax your knees.
I was talking at the same time and didn't think. Need to summon one more landmark. We have one here.
Onward, everybody! The horizon calls.
That's the spell I was thinking about dodging. Apprehend. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We win. Challenge 19 is Zed and Jinx. Special rules are Celestial Guidance is Targon discount, and remove the imperfection. When the foe summons a unit, recall one of the player's followers with less power. For this we're going to be using Jhin, Curators, and 2 Riptide Battery. Curators being first triggers the Plunder for the Riptide Battery. This is very important in the order. If you do in the other order, it doesn't go off, and then you need something like Mystic Shot in order to do damage for the Plunder, which means you have to save mana, and it's just so much worse. We can take whatever here, doesn't actually matter. Just taking whatever's cheapest. Don't think I want Consuming Wrath, but I'm going to take it anyway. Moving on to Zed, his power is Blade in the Darkness. Round N, if the player's Nexus took damage this round, the foe's strongest unit strikes it. So Jhin is really good, and Jhin is just going to win the game, so you don't actually have to worry about anything. Except having Jhin in hand, that's kind of important. Just gonna pass here, they'll play a unit, we'll take some damage, drop the Avaroth and Marksman, kill the unit. That'll prevent us from taking the Blade in the Darkness damage, and we get to do a nice little hit. Zed comes down, we have Thermogenic Beam. And I'm gonna just pass again here, they'll probably play a unit. And then we can drop our Jhin. Now if they play any more units, we'll just kill them with Captive Audience.
Prepare for
Very straightforward. Play Jhin, win game. Farsight ensures that we have him to start, which is great. We can go healer, remove a card if we wanted. We can take any card here or no card. Then go into Jinx, whose powers rockets go boom. When the foe attacks, they play a super mega death rocket. And again, we're not worried about anything. Jhin is great. Get him out of hand because Farsight will draw him anyway. I think we pass? Drop Boom Kuroki. This will give us a little bit of damage next round. Or not. That'll drop Jinx. We'll drop Jhin. Jhin better than Jinx. Well, in this case. If it was my Jinx, it would be better. They're kinda out of hand space though. Everest and Marksman will get rid of this. It's also a skill, so it'll get us closer to a more captive audience. They did not play anything to block with, so we can just attack him in the game. Challenge number 20 is Swain. For this we're using Caitlyn. Relics are going to be Guardian Angel, Grand General's Counterplant, and Stalker's Blade. More strikes are good. Special rules are Merciless Marksman. Game start. All players summon a Crackshot Corsair, and a little off the top. Round start, give the foe's strongest unit +1/+0. This round for each card in the player's hand. That's a really strong power. And I'm using Caitlyn because I got her to 6 stars and I haven't played her yet, so I just want to see how that looks at 6 stars. You could use any other filler here. There's nothing in particular that you are going to be worried about. Take... I don't know. Take Lucian. You might die to like a Death's Hand or something though. It could cost reduce setup, but I don't think that's our win condition. And as always, we are looking for cost reduction. But actually, special delivery is probably fine. The level up is 5 traps have been played. I don't know. I don't think it's strong. I'll take Shadow Totem. I'll probably kill her, but with a ephemeral copy with Stalker's Blade, it'll put 4 more traps in the deck anyway. Then we go into Swain, whose power is Suffer. Round start. Deal 3 to all the players' damage units. And we can't draw Caitlyn, or drop Caitlyn, so play a house one here.
I have my orders.
Now we can.
From the undercity,
All in the report, Sheriff. Should pay off nicely.
If we attack with the Crackshot Corsair, it dies, so let's not do that.
Fear the power you do not see.
This is the 6-star power, Ace in the Hole. It deals 10 damage and sometimes 20 damage. And the Peacemaker just lets us get more traps in the Nexus.
closing in on the mark. No backup needed.
On the tree. Captain's orders. Pull it to the
Born a patrician.
And we can Ace in the Hole again. That's so much fun. I believe that is it for challenges 11 through 20 of the March 2025 monthly challenges. The only thing that was really there to worry about is challenge number 15, although I think our build with Annie very sufficiently covered that. So I don't think you'll have any problems if you do what I did, or anything that's spell-based should be fine. Just don't rely on like a single unit attacking, or any number of units attacking really. And that is all for me. If you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. I'm gonna find a cough drop. Goodbye.